Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Ed Gottwald along with Lizzie Arbogast. Pardon my voice a little bit here, but even though it's almost 70 degrees today, we're actually here to talk about winter sports.
Can't believe it.
Just seems like fall was just back there a little bit. Basketball in particular right now, we have the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament happening Friday and Saturday at Waynesboro. Let me give the details on that first, and then we get into talking about some teams a little bit here. Chambersburg and James Buchanan is the first matchup. They'll play the girls' game at 4 o'clock and the boys at 5:30. That's followed by Greencastle against Waynesboro girls and then boys, 7 o'clock and 8:30. Same times on Saturday, the two consolations are at 4 and 5:30, finals at 7 and 8:30. And sticking a plug here, the PO will be live streaming the two finals games on Saturday. You can catch them on Game Time PA or the PO homepage. Okay, enough of that. The other thing on the schedule this week, Shippensburg boys are playing in the Hanover tournament, and the Shippensburg girls are in the New Oxford tournament. There's a few other non-league games to start off. And the Chambersburg wrestlers are at their first big tournament of the year, the Walsh Ironman out in Ohio, which is really a top-notch tournament. I'll be curious to see how they do this year. So let's go back and talk about some basketball. Let's start off with the boys. Lizzie's the boys expert here. She did all the previews, so we'll let you chat a little bit about that.
I'm looking for good things out of Greencastle. I know that they lost 3 big starters in the Cordell brothers and Corey Myers. So it's a big hit for them, but they had a very successful run last year. I think they can do it again this year. Waynesboro, struggling a little bit. They didn't lose any of their starters, but they did lose Johnny Adgers and Kyle Line. Both decided not to come back for personal reasons. Want to focus on some other sports, it looks like. I look for good things out of Shippensburg. I know they've had some down years, but Ray Staver's coming back, and he's had 2 stints as head coach, 20 years as head coach in total. 17 of those were winning seasons. So
yeah, he's definitely a quality coach.
Yeah, hopefully he'll bring back some of that tradition to Shippensburg in the area. So, and then as far as Chambersburg goes, I look for really good things from Bo Gantz. From everything I've heard from players and from him, he seems to be doing a lot of good for that team.
Yeah, they've definitely got some star power back, too. Kellen Williams was, because he was our player of the year last year.
Right.
Mitch Stahl's back. Tate Charles is back. They're all key players there. And from what it sounds like, he found some pretty good role players, too, to go on with them. So I think they're going to be in pretty good shape. Yeah,
for sure.
Girls basketball, there's like Shippensburg and Greencastle lost almost everybody from their starting 5. I still think they're both going to be decent. Maybe Shippensburg a little bit more because they've got some really good size. James Buchanan has almost everybody back except their best player, Katie Cristofano. The Southern Hill League teams in general have a lot back. Phantom Metal, Southern Fulton, McConnellsburg, and Forbes all have a lot of girls back. Southern Fulton, of course, had a tremendous year last year. They went to states. I think it should be pretty interesting girls season.
Yeah. And Shippensburg has a new coach that's pretty familiar with the program.
Right. Yep. She has a 9th grader coming up, Sarah Lyman. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they do because it's a whole different philosophy from what they did before. It was all pretty much run and gun and shoot threes.
Right.
She's got some good size inside. Wants to go to that and take it a little differently. Okay. I think that's it for now. Until next week, enjoy the games.